Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline. I'm Kevin Harlan. Let's see some of the numbers here for Stephen Curry.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. And it's Lillard in at the 1. And for Golden State, the forward spots will be Butler and Green. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. So great to be here on the day before Thanksgiving, whetting our appetites with some NBA basketball, Greg. It gets no better than this.
I'll tell you, these teams seem to be really hungry, right? Guys love winning the holiday games. It just makes victory and that turkey tomorrow taste a little bit sweeter.
There's the double team with Avdia. Left side Curry. Butler sets a screen for Green. 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Outside, Green. It's Curry outside. Portland grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Here's Butler. Then Avdia making his last shot. Hield right side. Outside Green. Outside Curry. And stolen by Sharp. Over in the corner, Avdia. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sharp's got 5 points so far.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Pass to Post. Now Butler. To stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Sharp. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. Three-pointer, Lillard bangs home the trifecta.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Curry on the wing. Pass to Post. Golden State moving the ball around. Green finds Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 7. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about defending Damian Lillard, the future Hall of Fame point guard. Coach remarked, Dame's been doing this a long time. He scored a lot of points. He knows how to beat any defense. From our end, it becomes about effort, making Lillard work for every point he gets. Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Curry. They set the pick. Buries the long-range jumper.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Lillard against Curry. Lillard misses.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Outside Curry. Outside Butler. Pass to Hield. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Here's Lillard. We saw him with 29 points last game. Here's Sharp to the wing on the left. Avdia finds Sharp. Inside. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Curry passes to Butler. Takes it off the glass. Butler's got 5.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 4-point game. Pass to Sharp. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sharp's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers. Here's Curry. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Here's the screen from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Pass to Sharp. There's a screen by Kamara. Here's Klingon. All sorts of time. The rebound by Post.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Curry finds Post. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Donovan Klingon.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And that one is good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Warriors trail by 7. And when you watch Kamara, Coach, what stands out to you the most?
Well, look, I think what stands out the most is his athletic ability and his energy. Those things he brings every night, and he gets a lot done with those. And then his skills just continue to improve. And as they do, the sky's the limit.
Now, here's Sharp. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Jeremy Grant.
Warriors have gone 50% from the field at this point. 4 of 8 to the paint. Outside Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Post. Butler with the ball. Williams picks him up. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Lillard finds Avdia. Back to Lillard. Now, here's Sharp. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the new power rankings, still only the first month of the season. Here's a chance to compare early returns. You look at the Timberwolves, they've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
I think for the Warriors, they've got the best record in the conference. I'm never surprised they're making a big push in the power rankings. They're looking very much like a title contender.
Moody's checked in for Jimmy Butler. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Avdia. And it's Drew Holiday in for Shaedon Sharpe. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And the shot goes down. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Down low, Williams with the steal. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Look, a guy like Grant, you've got someone who can defend all 5 positions on the court. Guys like that don't come along every day.
And Portland making a change here. Henderson's checked in. And as his career has progressed Jeremy Grant becoming a more offensively focused player.
Well, absolutely, Kevin. I think that Jeremy Grant's one of those guys that got his early playing time in the league with defense, energy, and effort. And as he got more playing time, that allowed him to develop his offensive skills. And now he is a very good scorer on top of what he gives you on the defensive end.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Hield, following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Here's Kuminga. And again, unable to change momentum here. Trailblazers leading by 14. Here's Grant. A rebound by Hield.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Curry. Gets it to fall, but still just 2 for 10 from the floor this game.
Yeah, and he scuffled a bit out of the gates. 10 shot attempts, but that's just his second make of the game.
Portland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Grant outside. And the shot goes in. Grant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Warriors trail by 14. Hield outside. Oh, good with the triple. And he drives in. Outside Holiday. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Moody. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Now, here's Grant. 7 points in the game.
Hey, yo, right here.
The kick out to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Portland moving the ball around for the 3. And Moody pulls it down.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And we continue to see Kuminga improve at a steady rate. He's a young big with a bright future in this league.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Quentin Post. Butler comes in for Hield. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry. And Portland with a change here, too. Abdiaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Henderson outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Here's Butler. coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that.
And so it's Shaedon Sharpe making highlights for the Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Moses Moody is out there with Pajemski. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Butler in at the 3. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 14 points. Back to Henderson. Williams has a screen for Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Butler with the ball. Now Henderson defending. Pass to Jackson-Davis. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
Holiday, the pass to Williams. Nice move. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. And here is Moody. Pass to Pajemski. To the inside. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
Portland leading by 9. Outside Holiday. Williams has a screen for Holiday. To the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Hard earned by Butler.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Jackson-Davis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
Well, this guy's a classic example of hard work paying off. Jeremy Grant has developed into a very impactful player.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And so he hits both. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he's often the primary defender on elite scores. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Warriors making a change here. Hield's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Lillard's checked in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Floats it up for Kuminga. They get it again. Butler finds Hield. Now Pajemski. Green with a screen on Lillard. Clock at 4. Shots good by Green.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard outside. Pajemski grabs the board.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting. He has not been able to get it going.
And it's Avdia off the drive.
Oh, look at the arms. Kuminga using all that length.
Butler, a screen on Williams. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Williams. Avdia kicks to Lillard. Back to Avdia. Pass to Lillard. It's blocked. Last outing for Golden State. They won that game against Philadelphia.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Well, hey, if you can prevent the other team from getting into a rhythm, the advantage is all yours.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
At the elbow, Green. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Hield. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated. And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaedon Sharpe is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
Outside, Kuminga. Hield outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's off to Utah after this game, where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
And an exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharpe has in this one.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Check in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Brandon Pajemski. And a switch here also for Portland. Kamar is checked in. Warriors trail by 7. Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Green kicks to Kuminga. Hield from outside. Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Looking to end his cold spell. And the layup is good. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Hey, he's a lot stronger than he looks. Great job there from Lillard to take the hit and still finish inside.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Pass to Sharpe. right side, Avdia. And here's Sharp, covered by Heel. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Sharp. Portland moving the ball around. And the basket by Kamare.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Curry with it. He has 7. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. No good. Shot missing.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Avdia can't hit. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 43% from the floor. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
Well, he just fits this team so well. What I like most about him is that he lets the game come naturally.
Grant, he's checked in for Avdia.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Stephen Curry. Second in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. He hits the second from the line.
Well, for Sharp, it's about shooting a good percentage. When he does that, he's an impactful player.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Gary Payton is checked in for Kuminga. Green with a screen on Lillard. Curry passes to Green, and they pick up 2. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Portland leading by 5. Pass to Klingon. Now Sharp. He's got 13. Here's Kamare. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
3 points.
Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Kamare's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Curry kicks to Hield. To the inside. And Payton throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Kamara finds Lillard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You just never want to send Lillard to the line. One of the best free throw shooters in NBA history.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Grant.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. The rebound by Sharp.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And Drew Holiday with the 3. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Payton in the corner. Back to Curry. And stolen by Lillard. Fires the 3. Warriors with the rebound. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number 1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Here's Curry. Curry able to beat the contact inside.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half of basketball. Poke loose. It's stolen by Curry. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
In the corner, Moody with it. Golden State moving it around. Here's Curry, out to Payton, pass to Hield, shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires, 24-second violation.
Blazers ball.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Quinton Post is checked in for Gary Payton, and it's Jimmy Butler in for Moses Moody. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Klingon. Pass to Sharp. Holiday with the 3, sinks the triple. Holiday's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Trailblazers.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Curry from deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie. Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
We're around the halfway point, and these guys aren't slowing down a bit. We'll see who turns on the Jets and pulls away in the race.
Which rookies hit that wall along the way? Bam!
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Portland Trailblazers.
The defense should get a talk. They've been getting splashed on all game.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. And it's Lillard in at the point. Outside Butler. Back to Curry, and stolen by Lillard.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint.
Back to Post. The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Post hits them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's Sharp. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. That one, no good. Avdia with the defensive effort. Here's Sharp. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Curry from deep three-point land. The rebound by Sharp. Portland leading by 10. Pass to Kamare. Green against Avdia. Rocket 6. Here's Kamare. Off target from outside.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Curry with the bounce pass. Post finds Butler. On the wing, Heel. Pass to Post. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Kamare. Guarded by Green. Lillard outside. Launches a 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Portland Trailblazers, in year 3 of a rebuild, wins are hard to come by in the loaded West. But acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Kevin?
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamare. They could use a bucket, and it's Clingan with the jam.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Clingan when he's that close.
Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Portland grabs the miss. Clingan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Lillard. The Warriors pull it in. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Offensive rebound. Post. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He goes on Donovan Clingan. And he knocks down the first one. Post hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Sharp. Here's Avdia. No good on the triple.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Curry can't get it to go.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Pass to Clingan. Back to Sharp. 6 to shoot. Over Green. Portland again missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Healed outside from downtown, and Clingan pulls it down. Sharp against Green. And here's Sharp. 13 points in the game. Pass to Clingan.
Teams will foul Clingan. Free throw shooting right now, something he's got to work at.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Blazers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
And simply put, Donovan Clingan is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Curry. Come on, Steph, ridiculous!
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard outside. Healed against Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Who are the league's best setup artists? Check it out. Stephen Curry fourth.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Top of the key, Avdia. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Clingan, and there it is for him. 9 points for Donovan Clingan.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
The Trailblazers shooting well. They're at 45%. Over in the corner, Avdia. Pass to Kamare. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Golden State. Trailblazers leading by 13. Here's Sharp. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A moment now to see the numbers for Buddy Hield. He's getting around 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Donovan Clingan. And it's Grant in for Toumani Camara. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
And you talk about the rise of three-point shooting, Coach. Damian Lillard has been at the vanguard.
Yeah, I think what Damian Lillard has done, he's been one of the guys, one of the few guys in this league who changed what we think about three-point shooting. Because of his range, he shoots it from deeper than we're used to with most anyone else. And he shoots it off the dribble more than he shoots it off the catch. Damian Lillard's one of the guys who has changed the NBA.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target with his three.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Warriors trail by 8. Here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Down low, taken away by Williams. One-on-one fast break. Avdia finds Grant. Here's Sharp. That's tipped. Healed against Avdia. Here's Butler. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Curry with the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Up top, Sharp. Back to Lillard. The three. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, Butler's getting whatever he wants right now. He knows how to dissect the defense as well as anyone.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A different look now for Portland. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Avdia. And it's Holiday in for Shaedon Sharpe. Thybulle for three. The Warriors pull it in. Hield's got his fourth rebound in this one. Curry on the wing. The three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Grant surveying the D. Trying to end the drought. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Quentin Post. Moody's subbed in for Buddy Hield. Henderson's checked in for the Trailblazers. To the paint and stolen by Williams. Holiday with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And there's Grant on the assist by Henderson. Grant's got 11.
Well, a little aggressiveness pays off for Grant inside. And as a coach, you love to see that effort.
Pass to Moody. The kick outside to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Butler on the attack.
Yeah, the defense is really struggling to contain Butler. He keeps finding ways to beat them.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Portland. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Pass to Thybulle. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Floats it up for Kuminga. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about when Kuminga just takes the initiative on offense? He has the athleticism needed to finish that alley-oop.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Warriors shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Kuminga against Grant. Kuminga dishes to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Moody's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 8. Inside. And it's blocked. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Steps back. Here's Henderson. It's Henderson on the wing. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. There's 14 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Williams a screen on Kuminga. Grant for 3. And no good that time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Ball's got to move, all right? Let's just start driving.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Podziemski out there with Hield. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Outside Holiday. Williams has a screen for Holiday. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And how about no turnovers here in the second half, making sure they get a quality possession every time down the floor.
Healed against Henderson. Healed bounce pass. Williams with the steal. And now Williams running the floor all by himself. It's Henderson on the wing. Outside Holiday. This one for three. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Henderson passes to Williams. To the inside. And Williams throws it down.
Well, look, the defense has got to push Williams further away, or he'll do exactly that.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Green with the ball. Now defended by Grant. And Kuminga throws it down.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Outside Holiday. Pass to Williams. Now, here's Grant. Pocket six.
Oh, my God. Well, if you're a fan of Jeremy Grant, that's what you love to see. Phenomenal throwdown.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Hield. Williams with the block. And it's Avdia off the drive. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, you see how poised Avdia is. Just a terrific job getting inside and cashing in.
Green with a screen on Holiday. And there's the drive. Podziemski's shot is good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Here's Holiday. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
What a sweet shot by Holiday. Going for the soft touch that time.
Here's Moody. Avdia with the rebound. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers.
One shot.
Drew Holiday. One shot.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
First thing that comes up when you think of Drew Holiday, defense. He's probably the best perimeter defender of his generation. He can guard multiple positions and gives full effort every night.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Butler passes to Kuminga. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Lillard kicks to Grant. Avdia with a screen for Grant. And Butler sends it back.
Butler always keeps grinding. The energy he plays with at the defensive end is terrific.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And Portland making a change here. Reith is checked in. Butler is screen on Lillard. Looking to get back on track here. The shot by Curry, no good.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Curry, outside Kuminga. 3-pointer, Butler. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kuminga against Avdia. Can't hit from 12.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And they call an illegal screen.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Williams, he's checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Drew Holiday. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Warriors trail by 15. Curry in the lane. The rebound by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Avdia. Good, and Grant gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Denny Avdia.
Oh, that was a gritty bucket from Avdia in close. Defenders all around him.
Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. It's Curry outside. Drills it from outside.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Outside, Avdia. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Portland.
Number 23.
Here's Curry. They trail by 14. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
And the Warriors making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. Then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Lillard, the pass to Sharp. Down low. Here's Clingan. And it's in there. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
And Clingan uses his size well and just bullies his way through the defense.
Pass to Pajemski. And here is Butler. There's the triple. Portland grabs the miss. Clingan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Grant up top. Defended by Butler. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
On the drive, Lillard can be so quick, making it hard to cut him off.
Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Pass to Post. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Knocks it loose. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Pajemski. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Here's Moody. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Lillard scanning the floor to the middle. Here's Clingan. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Warriors trail by 12. Curry kicks to Butler.
Well, one thing that's never in doubt, the level of effort you're going to get from Jimmy Butler on a nightly basis.
First free throw is good. Green is checked in for Golden State. Buddy Hield comes in for Brandon Pajemski. Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard, the pass to Sharp. Lillard with a screen for Sharp. To the paint. No good there. Good D by Hield.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And the wide-open shot from Avdia connects on the 17-footer. Avdia's got 6 here in this quarter. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Heel. Here's Lillard, and it's good from the elbow. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
Well, any range is within range for a shooter of Lillard's talent.
Here's Curry with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 22 points.
And as they're trailing in this game, that they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
On defense, the Warriors. Now Sharp. There's a screen by Kamara. Strong move off the glass.
Nice focus. Sharp wanted that bucket inside, so he went and got it.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Down by 12. Butler outside. Here's Post. Swinging, covering. Curry. Off target from outside.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Now, here's Lillard. Puts up the 3. Knocks down the 3.
Well, given how many deep shots we've seen Lillard hit, a three-pointer from just outside the arc feels like a mid-range.
And yeah, it's good.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Trailblazers leading by 13. Lillard fires. The 3 doesn't go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Curry. The long shot, no good. Got it to go off the glass.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Green with a screen for Curry. He's off from 3.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Damian Lillard.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Now Sharp. Outside Lillard from deep. No good. And here are the Warriors now. It's a 14-point game. Oh, great touch off the pass. And Portland with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Sharp with it. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
So let's go courtside, where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
Well, Damian, even through some tough losses, the resilience of this team is evident. Can you explain it?
We do everything together. Whether we win or we lose, everybody's mood in the locker room is the same. when we get on the bus after games, everything is the same. And we just stuck together. It got a little bit rough, over the losing streak. But I think because we did stick together, we was able to come out tonight and beat a good team.
It's great to see. Thanks, Dame.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game